Namaste. Welcome. We were discussing the Manisha Panchagam as a discussion as a dialogue between the sage Adi Shankara, the great Shankara, and Chandala. And when the Chandala made his point that the physical body as well as the Chaitanya or Atman are the same, and nobody has the right to ask anybody else to move from their ways. Shankara was shocked and he recited the verses of Manisha Panchagam. Jagral Swapna Sushuptishu Spudadara Ya Samvedu Jurambade Ya Brahmadi Pipiliganda Danushu Proda Jagal Sakshani Saivaham Naju Drishyavastu Didi Drudas Pratnyabi Yasyasti Chel Chandalostu Stadvu Dujostu Guru Rityesha Manisha Mama. That which dominates the three states of Jagrat, Swapnam and Sushupti. The states of awakenness, dream and deep sleep, which is dominating or which is persistent in all the three states, and it shines above all states, the me or the Atman, that which refers the actual self of a person. It is not subject to sleep, awakenness or dreaming states. It is not subject to the physical state. It is not subject to what we see around us. It is not subject to what we feel inside us. We identify things in their names, and the names were given by us to these things. It is not subject to any states which we undergo. In awakened states, we see things, we feel things, and in the dreamy states, we experience and see things and feel things in a different way. And in the sleep state or deep sleep state, we do not feel or see anything. All the three states are entirely different from each other, and still it's me or it's I that is undergoing all these states. So there is an underlying I in every state, in each state, which is not subject to the state we are in. So Jagrat Swapna Sushuptishu Spudadara Ya Samveda Jumbade. Spudadara, which is very clear, which is more than clear in all the three states, and which is not subject to any of these states. Ya Brahmadi Pipiliganda Tanusha Proda Jagal Sakshani. Everything in the universe has an awareness, has an Atman of its own. Whether it is Brahma or whether it is a microbial being such as an amoeba or something. So, from the largest being to the smallest being, everything has its own Atma or considerable self within it. It has a self which guides that being to do its own duties, to abide by the laws of nature and do what it is supposed to do. So it is guided by every creature in the universe is guided by some force. For example, the solar system, take this case of the solar system. The sun guides all the planets circling around in the prescribed orbits. The sun is a part of the galaxy called the Milky Way. And the Milky Way is a group of galaxies called the local group, which form a cluster. Some similar groups form a cluster, and lot of clusters form a supercluster, and so on, and goes on beyond and beyond. So the sun is a part of when a big cluster is considered, or a supercluster is considered, sun is a tiny part of it. It's not a considerable space occupying thing when a supercluster is considered. But according to us, sun is the main thing of our system, solar system. The sun helps us maintain the day and night, maintain the climates, maintain the life on earth, and maintain whatever we have on earth. That is why we call Savitava. Sun is what maintains life, maintains the earth. So, considering each planet and each system and each cluster and each galaxy and each supercluster should function properly. So, from an atom to superclusters and beyond, everything should function properly for the universe to function properly. So, in this chain, if anything goes wrong, everything goes wrong. That is how things work. So, Jagal Sakshani means that which is not a part of anything of these things. The Atman or the Tejas, what we call the Chaitanya, the soul within, the Atman within, the self within, is not a part of anything, but is part of everything. It maintains every form to function on its own, to function properly towards a group of beings. For a forest to function properly, from the grass to the big elephants and lions should play its own role, and the forest functions as a whole being, whole system. A food chain, we have studied about food chains and so on in this ecology or zoology. So each animal is supposed to do what it is supposed to do for the food chain to function properly. And if one animal decides that it is not going to feed on what it is supposed to feed on, the food chain will break and the whole system of the forest will break. The forest is acting as a cycle or a single being when the food chain is considered. From the grass to grass eating insects or animals, and the animals that depend on these grass eating animals, and so on and so on. You have studied, you have learned this about this food chain and also. So everything in the universe is meant to act in a way in which it is supposed to act, for which it is created. So, and see, any of these things is not related to this self, and the self is related with everything. So, Jagat is what keeps on changing, what keeps on moving, and the self or the Paramatma or the Chaitanya is never changing and is always constant. So the soul of every being is interconnected, and that interconnected, that the main Chaitanya or the Tejas or the Paramatma never changes. It is never changing, it's fixed, and it controls everything. And it is a witness to whatever happens on this Jagat of the universe. Toda Jagal Sakshani. So, it is entwined. Everything is made as the beads in a garland. So, the Paramatma never changes, never moves, and it witnesses everything in the universe. And it is the source of this Chaitanya or the soul of every being that is supposed to do its own duties, for it is for what it is created. So that is it. So the great sage Shankara refers to this Mahavakyam Prajnanam Brahma in this verse context. We will discuss this verse again when we meet again. Namaste.